Film Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now let's talk a little pound for pound, right? Talk a little pound for pound, because we're gonna probably go over a few weight divisions, but pound for pound. And when you talk pound for pound, there's a few names to mention, and one for sure. And that's pound for pound. Number one in my book is Terence Bud Crawford, right? And Terence Bud Crawford right now is in discussions with Errol Spence. He's been asking Errol Spence, hey, let's go and get this fight on after Errol Spence's close fight with Porter. He basically, Porter would fight him, Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford, I know how that is. It's like, let me get Spence. We can get to Porter later. Let's get some unification and some undisputed going on. But as always, the thing, Terence Crawford is over at Top Rank, and the rest of all of the good welterweights are PBC and Al Heyman in them. If it's Danny Garcia, if it's Errol Spence, if it's Keith Thurman, if it's Manny Pacquiao now. And basically, we all know, especially brothers, that Terence Crawford probably shouldn't be in Top Rank in the first place. Me personally, I would be gone from Top Rank just because Bob Arum can't call me number one pound for pound. He keeps saying Lomachenko is better than me. That would irk me. With my record, that would irk me. And the fact that Pacquiao was there all them years and never could get the Pacquiao fight because Pacquiao didn't want it. Bob Arum didn't want Pacquiao to get beat by this guy. And he said it. So Pacquiao is right around his division. Lomachenko's 2 divisions less than him, right? But called it suicide to fight him. But they still put Lomachenko in front of him. And that would irk me. That would irk me right there. That would be enough. I'm not working for somebody. Well, I'm obviously. Because listen, sometimes we forget Terence Crawford's 35-0 with 26 knockouts, right? Not only that, but he's went through 3 divisions, and he was the best at all of them. If it was lightweight or junior welter, where he became undisputed. And undisputed reminds me, like, the narrative that he has to beat Spence, and that Spence is going to be the A side versus him. Well, if Spence is the A side versus Terence Crawford, he shouldn't be. I don't care. If you became undisputed in the way boxing is, that no one does, then that you shouldn't be B-side to anybody. Now, I'm just saying shouldn't, because the world doesn't work like what should and shouldn't. But somebody who became undisputed in his weight division, and you just in one division and still ain't undisputed there, but kind of close, but not really, then you shouldn't be no A-side versus somebody who did that already, right? Shouldn't be that way. But that's how we are, especially brothers. We hold fighters and brothers to these high standards. All of a sudden, Terence Crawford is the B-side versus Errol Spence and got to fight Errol Spence. Now, he wants to, but if he doesn't, he's already accomplished something. And that's what I'm into, is like making sure that we understand what fighters have already accomplished. Because as soon as they do, we go to the next thing. Like, what else they got to do? Most people pray, ask God for a miracle, right? Then you get one. And then you don't even notice that it was one because it didn't come exactly like you was. Like Jesus was supposed to come out with a crown on, with all these muscles and mowing down people. Born in the manger. So we ignored it. We ain't no dang Jesus, right? Can't even call him his right name no more. When the last time you heard somebody say Jesus without making fun of it? They can't. You can't right now, right? Just things like that's how we are. Hey, God, I need a miracle. I've been in a situation. Please show me a miracle. And the situation solves itself, and you'll never realize that you asked for a miracle and you got one. That's how we do it. Terence Crawford, his last 16 fights, man, went through it. The guy that took 6 O's in his last 16 fights. About 4 people with 1 loss, right? And his bad fights are comparable to some people's good fights. The fights where people had more than 1 loss, like a Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns had only lost 2 fights. Ricky Burns was 36-2 when they fought in Scotland. And he had to go there because Ricky Burns had the title. 26-2. 36-2, Ricky Burns, right? One of his bad fights. Amir Khan had 4 losses. But it's Amir Khan. Everybody know Amir Khan got the fast hands and somebody can't stop him because his hands are so fast. That's why we thought he could probably beat Mayweather and he could probably beat Pacquiao because his hands so fast. Got a glass chin, but them hands so fast. Right? Made him stop. You know what I'm saying? Raimundo Beltran. When he beat Beltran, Beltran had 6 losses. 29-6. One draw. But Beltran, after that fight, worked his way all the way back up to fight Comey for the IBF title. He lost it, but he worked his way back up to fight for the title again after Terence Crawford. It's a bad law. That's one of his, not good fights. But Beltran is not easy to beat. Everybody knows that. Remember Bryce Prescott? He was 26-4 when they fought. Prescott's the guy who everyone knows knocked Khan out. That's his, claim to fame. First round, got rid of Khan. Hard puncher, tall, hard puncher. He beat him, right? Beat Hank Lundy, 26-5, right? Everybody know Hank Lundy gives a good fight. Beat John Molina when he was Molina. Remember, he was 29-6. He beat Molina as a fight between, I think it was Victor Posto and Dungo. Between those fights, he wanted to just stay busy. And that was Molina after he came off of beating Ruslan Provatnikov. And people know that Ruslan Provatnikov, you're going to have to fight to beat him. Okay? Tim Bradley almost lost his life messing around with Provatnikov. And Batista too. Right? Provatnikov is coming forward. He's probably not going to win those fights, but if you come out of there, he's going to take something off. Stuff off of your boxing career. This is Ruslan Provatnikov. Total granite chin, right? And Molina just beat him. These are the kind of guys that were on bad fights for Terence Crawford. You beat people with one loss, Felix Delez. Come on, man. Felix Delez, we know damn well he lost one time, and he shouldn't have lost to Lamont Peterson from Colombia. That basically was about 19-1 at the time, right? A lot of fights with one loss. But look, undefeated, 6-0 guys in his last 16 fights. 6-0, right? Gamboa was about 28, 20-something and 0. One of the bad dudes. He came up to weight division to fight him, but he was undefeated. Victor Postal, who was 28-0 when they met. Everybody thought Victor Postal was going to beat him. Yes, they did. They thought he was going to beat him. Victor Postal, baby Vitaly Klitschko, 28-0, got dominated. Right? Julius Ndungo, 22-0. Julius Ndungo had just went to Scotland to beat Ricky Burns, get a title. Before that, he was over there beating Troy Anoski in Russia in a knockout of the year candidate, one punch knockout against Troy Anoski. Right, had 2 titles and wanted to be undisputed. What happens? He went over there and lost to Crawford. Jeff Horn, remember he was 18-0, just came off of beating Manny Pacquiao, the legend in Pacquiao, and really beating him. Didn't have a chance against Crawford. And your boy Jose Benavidez, yeah, undefeated guy, 27-0. Those are just O's that's been taken. So Terence Crawford, when it comes to, we're talking about, he needs to fight with Spence. Yeah, it would be good, for his ledger, for his legacy, But up until now, what he has done is already legendary. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking about undisputed, because you can count them on one hand, all of them in history. But in the last 20 years, you can count them on a couple of fingers. You know what I'm saying? So when you do those things and you move up, and here we are talking about what he needs to do after that. He's done those already. The other fighters in the welterweight division, they need to go get undisputed in their division that they've never left. Only welterweight. The only one that came somewhere else that we're talking about is Danny Garcia. He came from 140. But all the other ones are welterweights and big ones at that. So until they go to 154 to do with Terence Crawford's already done something. So let's make sure we keep that in focus instead of saying, hey, what he's got to do or who he's trying. Everybody know Terence Crawford ain't trying to run from nobody. Come on, man. Since when? Why? And these are some big guys. So these big guys go to 154 and do what they're doing there at 147. Then we could talk that Terence Crawford. But as of right now, Terence Crawford is number 1 pound for pound. And anybody he fights anywhere around his division should not be the A side. Now we know he don't talk that much. He's from Nebraska, whatever, and he's at top rank. And a lot of people are not following him. But who gives a damn? A lot of people not following Alexander Usyk either. Bottom line is these are undisputed guys, cream of the crop. Awesome, have proved it already. All right? So let's celebrate that. Now, if Terence Crawford fights Spence and beats him too, right, they will be finding reasons for that to not even make him worthy of pound for pound number 1. The dude has already proved, and this is my point in this video, he don't need to do nothing else. Like we always say. We do that with a lot of fighters. They seem to look similar too, like Deontay Wilder. They still got to do stuff. Right? What they've done already is worthy of pound for pound and greatness. So no, Terence Crawford does not have to beat Errol Spence to be considered great and a Hall of Famer. That's already secured. What you're doing now is furthering your legacy. That's my opinion of Terence Crawford. I'm looking at his record and what he's done and been following him over the years. The fights. Not really the big fan. But you have to recognize somebody who's fighting elite fighters constantly, distancing himself, and going up weight divisions to do so. That's what we're talking about, and wanting to be undisputed. So we don't put somebody else in front of him bigger than him that's been there in that division the whole time and didn't is not undisputed, and the guy has to fight him to be considered great. No, Terence Crawford is great. Terence Crawford is number one pound for pound, and he shouldn't be B-side to anybody right now. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. I'm up out of here.